If you want to get better, you gotta work on yourself. I'm learning that shit. Hi, friends, it's Adam, the crippled cannabis cowboy. Thanks for watching my video. Check out some more, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share with a friend if you want to. I'm just sharing my knowledge. I learned from watching myself that if I want to get better, I gotta start doing things that make me better. So I looked into something that helped out a lot and figured I'd make a video on it. The 5 steps of grief. It helped me more than I'd like to admit, but this is just my story and my experience in the 5 steps of grief. And just so you know, they recycle. Just something quick off the head. That ugly word, anger. 5 steps of grief. I know what it's like to be mad. Finding out somebody's not faithful, a place is not a place for you, someone or some way you've learned that shit's been being spoken about you and it makes you angry. There's nothing you could do about getting angry. Breathe, maybe. I breathe for 5 minutes now. I didn't used to do that in the past. I'm glad I had martial arts. So having a channel helps with the anger. Denial. Second step, I don't know. Denial will hit you right after something went wrong that you didn't expect. And you don't want to face it. Or it's kind of like looking at, like, say you've been cheated on. And you think this person is the ultimate person for your life, and you made the decision, but you found out they were unfaithful. So that's gonna in turn make you mad as fuck. But then you're gonna fall into this denial phase, like, oh, that didn't happen. When I'm in that situation, I notice that I look at facts. Facts kind of help me. They might not help your anger or your denial, but you gotta face the facts sooner or later. That bargaining phase. Oh, if this happens, I could do this. If this happens to me, I can do this. Or if you behave this way, I can do this. I noticed that, there were parts of me that did think like that. And I think everyone does think like that in certain cases. But now I know it's like a phase. It's kind of like, oh, but, woulda, coulda, shoulda. What about me? That kind of thing. It's almost like it's like a bargain. Like you're looking for a chip that would in turn help you with your denial, which in turn would satisfy your anger. Once again, this shit is just off the top of my head, and I'm doing a quick association of things that happened to me in my own brain without being verbal about it. Depression. Oof, that one sucks. Well, they all suck. That one particularly sucks. Depression after you get angry, you face denial, maybe. You try to bargain something, maybe none of that happened. Maybe just fall into depression, which in turn makes you angry, makes you try to bargain something, makes you want to deny. Depression works in so many different ways. I can't really label it. Basically, for me, what I learned is depression has direct relation to do with me not feeling good enough. And if I'm involved in something where I start to feel where I'm not good enough, a person, even a thought that makes me think that maybe I'm not good enough, that's like the beginnings of something that's depressive for me. Acceptance. Maybe this is the final step. Who knows? It was the final step for me, but like I said, it recycles in certain cases, so you have to watch it. And I've had no choice but to accept a lot of things. You know, I had to accept this woman wanted nothing to do with me. I had to accept this place was dissing me. I had to accept these thoughts were with me since I was a child. So I have to accept that I'm sick now and I'm gonna die one day very horribly and very miserably. That sucks. So there's an acceptance level that I notice that helps me. And it's kind of like after you've dealt with the anger, the depression, the bargaining, the all those other things, after you've sat there for a while and you've kind of like eat it all in, you kind of come to this spot where it wasn't like a choice. Like I didn't make a choice for something to, I wanted to accept something. It just kind of happens. I equate a few things in my own brain to like, to make this simple, like not caring. And you start to not care. And that can be awesome and that could be very bad. So you look at that for what it is. Thanks for checking out my video on the things that are helping me. I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, this sucks. I used to be a ninja and I used to climb stuff and do pull-ups and push-ups, and man, I could barely walk. So this helped me. It's just something I started to look at, and I kind of wanted to put that knowledge out there that maybe if you start to look at just something this simple, maybe we could start moving in a direction that helps us out more. I learned it through the 5 steps of grief, and it was looking at every little, I mean, this after it's happened several times, I didn't even know, but I dissected all the things that happened to me, and there's this weird concept I started following. I actually learned it in yoga, and it was just a simple phrase that said, follow it to the root. Until next time, friends, thanks for watching.